be advised, the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Philippines Uncut. I'm Buddy Cunanan. On this show, we talk about everything under the sun, but tonight we're going to talk a little bit about politics. Now, last year, we had a big political exercise in the Philippines. As is the case every 6 years, we elected ourselves a new president, and so there was a changing of the guard, a change in administrations. Now, in the political campaign, a lot of people threw their hats in the ring, each one trying to convince the electorate that they were the right ones for the job. And in this political melee, in this political rumble, many groups emerged with their own candidates and their own political colors. Now, folks, of these groups, one group really stood out. And they stood out because of their belief, their unswerving belief in the values, objectives, and ideals of then presidential candidate, former Defense Secretary Gilbert Gibo Teodoro, and their commitment to seeing him installed as president to lead this country. Now, in the last year, times have changed somewhat, but the Greenies, as they fondly call themselves, are still, unlike many, very much around and in the process of reinventing themselves in order to face challenges for the future and to move this country forward. So, folks, tonight, it is my honor and privilege and pleasure to introduce all of you to the men and women of Green Team Pilipinas. So, joining me on the set is Mr. Mike Ong, the president of Green Team Pilipinas. And joining him is Khalil Banyares, a member of the youth arm and member of the COM group of Green Team Pilipinas. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Khalil. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you for having us here. Good evening. Good evening to the televiewers. That video got me reminiscing a lot about Green Team. No? Of course, that was more or less a year ago. Yeah, so that was a big political exercise in this country. A lot of people got really animated because it's a different kind of election whereby you had social media, you know, Facebook, you had all sorts of these new technologies that enabled people to participate, unlike before, you know,
Really
like never before.
empowered
Yeah, it really empowered people. So Green Team 2010 back then, not yet Green Team Pilipinas. So that started out through Facebook, through social media,
Wow.
through the social media network.
Now, guys, I want to ask you, watching that video earlier, it was to the music of Lipad by River Maya, a very catchy tune, and a supporter also of Gibo Teodoro.
Yeah.
How did it make you feel?
Well, it made for me personally, made me proud of that engagement, of that personal participation in the political exercise. Being a young person having that kind of involvement, that's really an enriching experience. To be there for your country and believe in somebody and set of principles that you think would be better for this country to be implemented.
How about you, Khalil? How did it make you feel?
Well, it brought back a lot of good memories. All the things that we did for Gibo, especially for him to win. So, more of a bittersweet experience.
Yes, of course, of course. Now, okay, so as you said, Mike, Green Team Pilipinas 2010 was really, it was created via social networking, via Facebook, as you said. In many ways, this contributed to the establishment of Green Team Pilipinas.
Yes.
Now, would you say Green Team Pilipinas is or was a youth movement?
I would say, because from the very beginning, of course, there was just one person who was older than. There were just about a number of us, like less than 10. Like for me, for instance, summer of 2009, on Facebook, you're just interested with the upcoming election. So I got to know this guy, Gilbert Chidoro, from the news. That got me really interested. So I found him on Facebook. Yeah, I sent him a message through Facebook.
And he answered?
He answered, and then, I was asking him several questions, and then we had, correspondence, and then eventually he invited me to the Department of Defense for a one-on-one interview. So after that interview, needless to say, I was impressed. I think this guy has a good shot at leading this country compared to the current crop of contenders at that time. So that got me really interested to be a volunteer eventually. And then later on, I got to know Attorney Raul Lambino, also through Facebook, by the way. We met, so we called that an eyeball on Facebook. That was early 2009. So we had that meeting in his office. So we thought of maybe using Facebook as a vehicle. We didn't think it will become like how it became later on. No? We just wanted to help him through Facebook. So eventually a lot of people joined the group that we made on Facebook. And so that history would be, a witness to what has happened.
How big was Green Team Pilipinas 2010 at its height?
At its height, it was a nationwide loose volunteer network, I may say. We had a lot of chapters all over the country, especially in the capitals of different provinces. So we had to coordinate a lot of activities, especially the materials handling, the distribution of those campaign materials.
Yes.
So it was really a animated network of volunteers for Gilbert Chidoro.
And that's what many people really noticed about Green Team, the Greenies.
Yeah.
Like, you would meet people and really their energy level, the enthusiasm level, and it really came from the heart.
Yeah.
Like, every Greenie I met during the campaign really had it 100% coming from the heart. Hey, we really believe in this guy. Khalil, as a member of the youth, what did Gilbert Chidoro do for you? I mean, how did he make you feel? What did you see in the man that made you sacrifice your time, your effort to campaign for him?
Well, of course, I was barely 18 that time, so you don't really care about politics.
Yeah.
You only care about school and some partying. But when it was like around 1 month before election, parang it's time to vote, so sino yung boboto ko? And I was watching TV and I noticed that this guy somehow is different from the other candidates. So what stood out is he gave me hope for this country. For an 18-year-old like me, the thing about politics is we think na wala na pag-asa.
Yes.
But then you see this guy, very enthusiastic, very smart, very intelligent, and he has a good plan, a roadmap. So for me, that's it for me.
Let's take off from there because that's interesting. I keep seeing that. I used to keep seeing that bumper sticker or Facebook photo that's saying, "We missed the flight, but he gave us hope." Now let's take off from hope.
Yes.
Mike, in the case of Gibo, how did he give people hope? Really, I mean, what were his platforms?
Well, his platform was, first of all,